Hello, my name is Mordred Viking, and I'd like to welcome you to episode 22 of this Let's Play Victoria 2. This is the Army with a State. We are playing as the German Empire. In the last couple of episodes, actually, we just finished an absolutely colossal engagement. We were fighting against Austria, Russia, Britain, France, all at once, and we beat them all. The only real casualty was our navy, which we are trying to rebuild. Actually, that's going pretty quickly. We are still building a whole bunch, and this is going to send us way over our naval supply ability. So we should probably cancel most of these. Oh no, they're saying that we can do it, although we still need some transport. So let's finish building these, and then we can get another set going, I guess. Right, what port is missing? Kiel, Stettin, Danzig, Bremen. Boom. Right, next thing, we need to get these guys coming home. They are already doing that. And then finally, apparently, Darmstadt, right there, is occupied by rebels. Doesn't actually show that it's occupied or anything, but apparently it is. So we're just going to send you to go and hopefully reclaim it. Marvellous, and then that's just rebels in Denmark, which, meh, I don't really care. Major discovery, alternate plans. Maximum movement speed. Jolly good. Yep, you are indeed trying to retake it. Okie dokie. Yellow journalism. It is, therefore, the solemn duty of any German citizen to, in this her darkest hour, support her country with whatever means possible, with any means at its disposal, with any means necessary. One of the nationwide publications that exists in our country has published an opinion editorial in support of the government's jingoistic war policy. This is, of course, excellent news, and the question is how we should leverage this publication to gain maximum benefit from it. So we gain more jingoism or we gain prestige? Oh, definitely take the jingoism. We are, by the way, first in the world, by quite a long way ahead of Britain, which is awesome. France is apparently fighting someone, has almost no combat strength left. Neither does Belgium. Japan has crept up to 6th, so Russia's been knocked off. Austria's been knocked off. Sweden's become a great power, which means that they are no longer in our sphere, which is unfortunate. Particularly as it seems that we actually had a couple of units of soldiers up there, which is kind of amusing. And you are suffering a bunch of attrition. So, the units with 17k or 18k, I'm going to assume are the guard units, so we're just going to spread them out a little bit over here. You're staying there. Okay. You are another one. So are you. And you. Any more? Maybe you? Yes, you. And you, probably. Yep. Extended constitutionalism. The sweeping reforms to our party system have been enacted during the past few years, have turned our country into from an absolute monarchy into a constitutional monarchy. The monarch, now serving as a symbolic head of state, no longer has the power to personally control and determine the fate of the nation, but is instead forced to accept the mitigating influence of pluralism and limited democracy. So we are now His Majesty's government, which has also just changed our crest to that of Germany. Modern Germany. No. Yeah, that is modern German crest. So, with that in mind, what is that going to limit me? Does that mean I can now no longer just choose my party? No, I can't. That is unfortunate. So we're going to be beholden to the whims of democracy. So we need to be rather more careful in how we persuade our people to vote in the future. Alright, to be noted. Okay, so I'm going to group you all together. There were a couple of units here with guards. Not a problem, we can create a new unit. We can go 1, 2, 3, 4. No, it was 2 artillery, wasn't it? 2 engineers, and then a bunch of guards. So, whoops. You head over there. And then you lot group. And we can get another one. 2 of them. 2 cavalry. And a bunch of guards. Darwinism. Darwinism is a theory that says that the natural selection operates on variations in older species to produce offspring that can be called new species, and that this explains the appearance of all species. Education efficiency plus 50%. Sweet. Alright, let's create another new one. Whoops. 2 cavalry, 2 artillery. And then you can also be split off to Leipzig. I think you were all grouped. Yes. 1, 1, 2. And then the guards. Whoops. And we can move you there. Okay, so this entire army there in the center, I think, is entirely artillery at this stage. Yep, 22 artillery guns. Okay, so we'll need to split you up again, as we did previously. The composer, Richard Wagner, has completed construction of the Festspielhaus in Bayreuth. It is envisioned that a festival devoted to performing great German works in the theatre will be held here each year. We lose £200, that's fine, and we gain a bunch of prestige. Cool. We are making a buttload of money at this point. We have paid off all of our loans, so first thing is first, we're going to reduce the tax burden on the rich so they can get more of the factories and things going, and then we will start toning down the tax burden of everyone else. So we'll start off earning a bit of a loss, but as our industry really starts kicking back into high gear, I think we will recover just fine. So yeah, that's good. Now the next thing that we do need to do is see where our population is currently employed, or rather the focus is. So you are getting clerks. That is too few. That is too many. Far too many. Too few. Too few. But I would say that Bayern's pretty close, so we're going to remove Bayern's thing. We could, however, start saying that we want more craftsmen here, which I think sounds good. Brandenburg. Way too many. Way too many. Okay, that's way too many clerks. You need to get craftsmen, desperately. Franken. Too many. Just too few. Too many. So you can also go to craftsmen. And then Saxon. Too few. Too few. Too many. Quite a bit too many. Way too many. Way too many. Too many. Okay, so you are definitely being removed because we have too many craftsmen here. We are building a whole boatload of factories, so we can improve Saxon in the future. And then Württemberg. Too many. Too many. Wait, no. Slightly too few. Slightly too many. Slightly too many. Because remember, we want 10%. So if we have a 10,000 total capacity, then we want 1,000 of those to be clerks. And then too many. So Württemberg can definitely be turned off. Like so. Right, so let's sort this by... Actually, no, we'll sort that by population. Bohemia. Let's have a look at Bohemia's factory situation, because Bohemia is one that I want to encourage factories. We need a lot more clerks here. There are basically none. So Bohemia, we are going to be encouraging clerks. Then the next one is Saxon, which we just did, and then Schlesien. Let's have a look at Schlesien. Though Moravia, we could also have a look at. No, it's alright. Schlesien, there you are. Too few. Too many. Too few. Too few. Alright, so Schlesien needs more clerks. Cool, onwards. We're losing money now, but we have sufficient cash. Forwards. Extra. Grand strike in Berlin. Workers demand higher wages, extra time. Grand strike in... A socialist newspaper named Forward has been published in Berlin. It reports about various strikes, current news and socialist movements in politics both close to home and abroad. all pops in Rhineland become 20% more socialist, or all poor pops become 50%. Interesting, I am sure. I don't want 50% of my poor strata becoming socialist. That would be very bad. Okay, you look to me like a proper army. Send you over there. We don't have access through Denmark, which is unfortunate because I would like it in Denmark. Okay, loads of factories being built. Denmark, the Swedes are trying to influence. I'm going to have to look at the influence in a moment. Let's group all of you. There is a soldier here. That would be a guard. Let's have you go in there. Like so. Major discovery, elastic defense system. At this point, the trenches grew to formidable systems of trenches with two or even three lines of defences, bolstered by concrete fortifications and machine gun positions. The scene was as if were captured from Inferno section of the Dante's Alighieri's Divina Commedia. All units become way more defensive. Like I said, this is definitely the era of trench warfare. Well, we're still kind of early, but because of the way that we've been focusing so heavily on military, we are early First World War at this point. In technology, we're so far ahead of the others, it's ridiculous. No wonder our armies were kicking ass and taking names. Okay, so let's grab one of the units that actually has a good number of reconnaissance cavalry. There we go. You go and take Darmstadt, and then we can move you guys up north where you should be. And we can get a colony in West Morocco. Huzzah! I think once we click this, it becomes a colony. It does. So that has kicked out the other person. We now need to hit Create Protectorate, which turns it into German Africa. Huzzah! And we can start working on the next province, which we are going to need to do. I would also very much like to go down here. No naval base close enough. Well, can you tell me how close enough is? Apparently not. 386 to the 250. Yeah, that is miles away from where we can actually reach. But we have a colony, albeit a small one. We can use that as a jumping off ground to go after Spain. Is Spain a great power? Pretty sure it is. Yeah, just. So Britain's military is catching us. They have got more industry, but we have more prestige. So that's what's keeping us ahead of them right now. Militarily, Japan is the only other nation close to us. Kind of. So it's only really still me and Britain. And it's Britain that I want to overcome in terms of industry now. Which will mean focusing more on spheres so we can get the cheap imports for raw materials. Oh, apparently I can do something else here. What can I do? Click to convert the protectorate into a colony. You need 8 colonial power points for you to do this. Done. Colonial province. At least 1% of the population need to be bureaucrats of an accepted culture in order to convert into this colonial possession into a full national state. So we need bureaucrats here, so we have to do a focus of bureaucrats. Which is annoying because that's going to cost me one of my focuses. Where are they currently? You know what, we'll take him away from Franken and turn you into a bureaucrat. And then we can hopefully turn that into a full-fledged German state. Marvellous. We have won the occupation of Darmstadt. We will send you back. And you up to there. Artificial fertilizers. Farming output 2%. Fertilizer production output 5%. I forgot to read it, sorry. Distribution channels. As the line for resource is finished, value-added products can became longer from specialization. Channels of distribution opened as some companies specialized in distribution to shops. This made the supply side more effective. Factory cost reduction, farming output plus 50%. Switzerland wishes access. You are at war with France. That is absolutely, wholeheartedly accepted. Alright, so we once again have a whole boatload of artillery. We've actually got a fair amount of experience from this. Not a lot of experience, but some. And I assume that we are building railroads and stuff. Yeah, we are. And a couple more fleets. Alright, so we want steam transports. And we were using armies of 29,000? I think? Or 27? 30? 30,000. No. This is an odd number. Because we also need to start replacing our losses. We're way below our allowance right now, so we can do that. 2 cavalry, 4 artillery, and actually I want to increase the amount of artillery that we have there. So let's boost it to 4 guns? No, that's too many. 2 more guns each. I think that would be sufficient. So let's go 2 more to you, 2 more to you, 2 more to you. And then we can use one of these as kind of the template for how we want our armies to actually look. And from that we can determine how many transports we need to shift 1 stack. So I think we do want 4 artillery, 2 cavalry, and at least 4 infantry, probably even 6 infantry, so we need 3 more guards. Which means a stack is a 626. Needs more guards. 826? 1026. 1026 I think sounds good. And then 1 more. Ten to 6. So we're going with a 54 stack. What's our supply like these days? Where is that shown? Supply limit 67, 67, 67, 67, 67. So yeah, stacks of 50 is actually okay. Not in enemy territory, but that's to be expected. And we'll have to use the militia armies. Oh, sorry, the mobilized armies to go and deal with that. So yeah, we're going to beef up our combat stacks to 54k. We could halve that, so it would be a 5, 2, 4. 6, 2, 4. No, I like this. 10, 2, 6. This is fine. So most of these are going to have to be doubled up at this point. Also means that we can concentrate where our good generals are in the future. Group, 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 and group. So we need 10 guards, 2 cavalry, 6 artillery. 2 cavalry, way too many artillery. Oh yeah, and we can disband undermanned brigades. We should do that throughout. Because there will be a couple. Like so. Right, 10, 2, 6. We need more. Let's grab all the guards and then we can just consolidate them more easily. So all the guards can go here. That's not what I meant. Is there a way of just getting the guards? Probably. That's not all guards. One too many guards, one too few engineers. That was close. Do you have engineers? You do not. You have engineers? You do. You actually have 2, which is a nice number. You have 3. There we are. There's one that we need. You can head over here. And that is another complete stack. Excellent. So the complete stacks we're just going to send over here. Alright, what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to split up everything. So artillery goes here, cavalry goes there, engineers stay Kuzrin, whatever. Cavalry. Artillery. Free marketing criticised, and this is what the wanton speculation of our so-called captains of industry has led to. Gentlemen, these are the results. Hundreds of thousands, if not millions, have been squandered away in high-risk investments, speculative real estate purchases, and bonds that, upon closer inspection, hold no real value save that of hot air. I call upon this assembly to step in and rectify these issues with a strong policy of regulation and government intervention. A member of Parliament has criticised our government's economic policy, citing a series of failed investments allegedly made by the private sector. Economic freedom is intimately connected to human progress. All pops in Germany and the percentage of the people that support interventionism gain militancy, which is a number, but it's not as many as laissez-faire. And then we can split out the two engineers. Right, so the engineers were crap there. I need to split them up more. Engineers are in Breslau. That's one I'll always remember. So you guys are engineers, you go to Breslau. Guards go to Leipzig. No. Guards will now go to Leipzig. And then Magdeburg is the unit that I'm actually trying to build. You are entirely artillery, so you two can split. Artillery goes there. Right. Is that all the random units? I think it is. Okay. You have sufficient artillery, sufficient cavalry, you need guards, and you need engineers. So we're going to need 2 engineers, which is exactly half of your army. Where were they going? Erfurt. Erfurt's going to be our congregation ground. And then you need 10 guards. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that will be another whole stack. 54. Marvellous. Send you to Kessel. That's 6, so we're going to need more cavalry and more guards. 4 artillery. 2 hussars. And the engineers. So we're going to need to start training a whole bunch more engineers. That much is clear. You need 4 guards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Two cavalry. 4 artillery. 2 engineers. 10 guards. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's send you guys a little bit further away. Like so. Right, next unit. 2 cavalry. 4 artillery. Military logistics. King, we have finished the research in military logistics, which will give us the following benefits. Army organization, mobilization size, plus 5%. Haha. Which gives us 363 brigades. Yeah, this is definitely when the the mobilized forces outnumber those of the regular forces. Trench systems. At this point, firepower was vastly more powerful than the movement, and even the infantry units stationed at the front had to dig in to survive the superior firepower of the enemy artillery. Soon, lines of deep defence filled sections of the front line, bringing a stalemate to the front. These lines were given the name trenches. This application gives you the possibility to build a new fortification type. Speaking of which, we should actually start trying to build some of those. Okay, so that is the army done. I would like to get iron steamers so we can at least start building ironclads and monitors, because they are a big upgrade to even commerce raiders. And having seen how badly our navy did previously, we want to have a modern navy. Even if they're not fully upgraded, they're modern. And we can build them because we have the industry. Right, you need 10 guards, 2 engineers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2. Next, you need another hussar. 10 guards. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2. Oh, and also 4 artillery. Right, next unit. 4 artillery. Plus everything else. I'll deal with the lockout in a minute. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lockout. Capitalists in one of our states have called a lockout following a period of intensifying labour conflicts. Workers have been informed by management to welcome back to work while union sympathies still run high and employed. Local police expect support for the move, citing a long series of disturbances, some even bordering on sabotage. Sabotage is not acceptable, and we are not becoming more socialist. Hey, that's unconstitutional. Alright, I think that's right. We ordered them already. Oh, we can get some more. Saddle orders. This was the ability to give good orders fast and under heavy stress. This was a trained and, of course, when possible, learnt through experience. Britain's trying to beat us here, but we've got the head start on them. We have a lot of colonial points now, actually. We should expand the forts where our ports are, to stop them being occupied quite so quickly. Oh, we have no naval base here. Alright, let's get one in Königsberg. Cool. Whoops. That's also going to mean that we are rather shorter on cash than we have been previously. And with that, I think I want to combine these and basically just have units of 4 artillery, and then we can just add them to the infantry units as they come out. We're going to need to build a bunch more artillery. Once all of these are done building, we'll grab the artillery and do those. Alright, so we should be buying in a whole bunch of equipment. We are. That is what is costing us the money right now. Upper House rearranged. Much less conservative, more liberal, more socialist, more reactionary, more communist. Rubber vulcanization. This was a process to make industrial rubber out of the rubber source material. This enabled mass production of the strategic material and gave us an enormously increased output, plus 100%. Nice. Now I should have a look at the influences, because we have completely neglected that, and then we just need to build stuff. Okay, so you have been made friendly, so we're going to ban your embassy, Sweden. Get out of Denmark. It's mine. Persia. Whoops, wrong country. Persia is already in my sphere. No one seems particularly interested in going after it. So we'll just reduce our impact over there. Poland we have been banned from. And then the Ottomans, nobody's coming after either. Cool. In which case, we are now open to come after some other areas. So are there any resources that we are short on? We shouldn't be. Cotton still. Really? Afghanistan accepted the offer of peace from Persia. Persia took some more land. Cool. Yeah, it does actually look like cotton's still what we're short on. But we have everything else thanks to being the #1 nation. Have we overtaken Britain industrially yet? No, but we are so close behind. Cool. And here come the troops starting to get trained. We are hemorrhaging cash right now, though. So let's increase the tax on the rich to pay for this military. Rebels. Shit. Okay. Oh, good. The artillery-only armies are actually winning. Whew. I wasn't sure they would. Okay, we should kill them pretty easily. You guys. Do that. Education for women. If you, sir, is upset that the fact that student number 156 wears a bonnet, I would be pleased to remove my conspicuous headgear and take a seat at the rear of the classroom, but I will not voluntarily absent myself from a lecture. Women causes scandal at a German university by being there. A woman is enrolled in one of our institutions of higher learning, and the event has caused a fair amount of scandal amongst the local conservatives. Throw that willy-nilly out of my institution of higher learning, which means everyone who supports liberal gains conscientiousness, or everyone who no. So our erudites are intimidated by the female intellect. Get out of here. Let's upgrade you again. And with that, we're going to have to end this episode. So, thank you very much for watching. If you are enjoying this so far, then please do hit that like button. If you haven't done so already, then do consider subscribing. And if you have any tips or advice for me, let me know in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. I'll catch you next time. Goodbye.